Since childhood, I've been transfixed by musical theatre. I remember from a really young age, I went and watched The Sound of Music with my family, and I was just overwhelmed by it all, and I just loved it. My fascination with them has just kind of grown a tenfold, really, and it's all I really want to be a part of. I feel that the art of getting into character and just being able to sing on stage has just been a dream for such a long time. And I feel like it allows me to express myself through media that reflects my passion for singing, which has been a passion for a very long time. But yeah, I think there's something really special about performing that I found from a young age, and I haven't really found anything else that's sort of lifted me as much and just made me feel so alive. I've taken law and English at A level, and it just wasn't really the same, to be honest. Along with performing arts, that was the only thing that drew me in and kept me interested. So what I've done in the past, I've taken part in many projects. From a young age I was modelling, and I was in drama groups since the age of 4, both of which have encouraged me to put myself out there and really throw myself into character, even when it's felt uncomfortable, which it has at times. I remember when I was about 5 or 6, I was in a music video for a Danish singer. And that was kind of when it all started, I think, because I was embodying this character in this woods, and I was walking around behind the camera, and I was I love this, I want to do this. It was great. And then obviously my singing grew, and my passion for that grew, and I was I want to do this as well. So yeah, since then, I was a part of the Ivanano Theatre and the Musical Youth Theatre, which I did a musical for a couple of years ago, and I started as Eponine in Les Miserables, which is one of my favourites. So yeah, although finding sixth form really challenging because of the 2 subjects alongside performing arts that I did, it really it substantially grew my confidence a lot, and it also led me to 2 principal parts in the musicals I did at college through Class Action, one of which was Matter of Life and Death and Rent. They were kind of the starting points where I was in a kind of student environment, and I was just put on the spot, and I just had to just do it, which was fun. So the reason I want to be a part of this university, I've obviously heard amazing feedback. I know a girl who went, and just hearing her stories, it was such an inspiration, and that just made me realise this place actually sounds amazing. So yeah, I know it's got a really impressive representation, and I'd be incredibly honoured to be a part of it and be able to reap the teaching that you provide from the university. After I achieve the degree, which I hope I do, I've got a longing ambition to be a part of the West End and hopefully move on to the Broadway, because I've always had a bit of a burning desire to travel around. So being able to go to Broadway would kind of fulfill those needs, I guess, and that would be great. I think my best part in performance was definitely the last performance I did for A Matter of Life and Death. I was working in a very different genre in the early 1940s. It was all war, and I had to just get out there and just do it. And I had a really challenging tutor who ran the performance, and I just was okay. So that was kind of it was when I was singing one of the songs that they put for the play, because obviously it's a play, and we added loads of songs and dance to it just to kind of liven it up. And it was when I was singing, I was up on a big platform, and I was just singing I'll Be Seeing You, and that was kind of the point when I was I want to do this, and I want to sing, and I want to be performing in front of big crowds. I think it was also my best moment, because it was the first time in a long time when it reminded me what I could achieve, and I kind of believed in myself again after doing that performance, after the feedback we got. And today it's my birthday, which is quite a huge deal actually. It's always been a bit of a huge thing in my family. See, I've got quite a big family, and I'm the baby, so I've always had a bit of a fuss made of me. My housemates. Oh, I should probably say flatmates by now. Housemates is what students say, and I'm a working girl. Well, not that kind of working girl. I work in a doctor's surgery, which is great, but I'm not entirely sure it's what I want to do with my life. So I've always had this thing since I was little, that I'd get about 6 lives, because there's so much I've always wanted to do. You know what? I hate those people that always say, so, what do you want to do? As if it defines you. And every time I'm asked, I say, well, I work in a doctor's surgery, but I'd make a fantastic barrister, thanks. My dad's a surgeon. Maybe I'll end up doing that, but I actually kind of think I'd be quite a good actor. I quite like to be in like the black and white movies, really. And sometimes I think I could teach. But really, I think I'd make a fantastic Russian princess. It's just something about all that fur they get to wear and all that smoking they get to do. Are there still Russian? Anyway. So my flat rates are out by the time I get up in the morning, and I have my birthday breakfast on my own and a little cry, which is fine because I'm a crier. I'm a firm believer that crying is good for you and it's cathartic. Don't you think that people always say that London's just so unfriendly? Honestly, I've never experienced that at all. I think I smile a lot, and I think people always smile back. Millie, my house flatmate, says it's just because I wear short dresses and skirts. But it's because I don't have the bottom for jeans. And I love wearing dresses, and I believe in the inherent goodness of people. I also believe in unicorns and Jesus. It's not simple to say that most days I don't recognize in me that these shoes and this apron, that place and its patrons have taken more than I gave them. It's not easy to know I'm not anything like I used to be, although it's true I was never attention's sweet center. I still remember that girl. She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She's all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pot. She is gone, but she used to be mine. And it's not what I asked for. Sometimes life just slips in through a back door and carves out a person who makes you believe it's all true. But now I've got you, and you're not what I asked for. If I'm honest, I know I would give it all back for a chance to start over and rewrite an ending or two. For the She is